There's a beetle that can create a real chemical explosion inside its own body, a tiny fish that can electrocute a horse, and a sea creature that disappears into its own light when it's scared. This isn't nature, it's a battlefield where every creature rewrote the laws of physics just to stay alive. In this video, you'll see how evolution forged living weapons from single cells, how beauty turned into armor, and destruction into art. So before you even think about hitting next, know this: everything you believed about safety in nature was a lie. Welcome to Oddly Wild, where survival isn't just about staying alive, it's a showcase of evolution itself. Number 10. The night is quiet, but the ground beneath your feet is armed. From the shadows, a faint rustle breaks the silence, a sound no predator ever wants to hear twice. The leaves part, revealing something that looks more like a trap than an animal. Small, slow, but in truth, a living defense system. Its body carries over 30,000 hollow spines, each one a tiny spear waiting for your first mistake. One wrong move, and they pierce your skin. And the harder you try to escape, the deeper they go. Lions, leopards, wolves, all learn to keep their distance, because anyone who is tangled with a hedgehog once never forgets it. Some species even coat their quills with natural bacteria, so one small wound can linger inside a predator's body for weeks. But the masterpiece of evolution, when danger approaches, its body swells, spines rise, and this gentle creature transforms into a nightmare for anyone foolish enough to touch it. The hedgehog doesn't run, it doesn't fight, it simply dares you to touch it. Number 9. Beneath the calm surface of the ocean swims something that looks more like a rubber balloon than a predator. Big, cartoonish eyes that make you smile. But behind that cute face hides one of the most dangerous defense systems on Earth. When danger comes close, it inhales deeply, and in an instant, its body triples in size. Soft skin turns into a spiky armor, and the hunter who thought it had won is now choking on poison. Inside its body lies tetrodotoxin, a toxin so potent, one tiny dose can kill dozens of humans. There's no antidote, paralysis, no pain, no mercy. That's why in Japan, the famous fugu dish is only prepared by licensed chefs, because one wrong slice is game over. The pufferfish teaches us a simple truth: even the cutest faces can hide deadly secrets. If you're still sitting comfortably right now, you might want to tighten your seatbelt, because from this point on, nature shows no mercy. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Join the Oddly Wild family, because the real wilderness is just beginning. Number 8. Deep in the rainforest, hidden between moss and damp leaves, lives a creature that laughs at the laws of physics. Tiny, yet capable of a power no predator can predict. Inside its body are two secret chambers, one filled with hydroquinone, the other with hydrogen peroxide. On their own, harmless, but when they mix, a chemical reaction heats up close to the boiling point of water. Then, boom! Superheated liquid sprays from its body, aimed directly at its enemy with precision that makes human engineering look clumsy. This beetle is a living bomb, a miniature chemistry lab built by evolution itself. Scientists still marvel at how it can trigger such explosions without blowing itself apart. In a world where power is measured by size, the bombardier beetle proves that danger often comes in the smallest packages. If nature's intelligence just blew your mind, don't miss our previous video, 10 real-life creatures that survive the impossible, where you'll see that survival itself can break the laws of physics. Number 7. First, you hear a sound, a soft rustle in the sand. Then, another one, like two tiny blades of metal brushing together. That's the moment your brain screams, "Don't move." The rattlesnake, the king of warnings. Before it strikes, it speaks in its own language. That rattle is nature's red alert, a sound even the youngest animals instinctively understand. One more step, and it's over. Its body coils like a spring, ready to launch. In a flash, the head shoots forward, fangs strike, injecting a mix of two venoms, one that burns the blood, another that silences the nerves. The prey never even feels pain, only silence. But what makes the rattlesnake truly remarkable isn't just the venom, it's restraint. It never strikes unless it has to, because in nature, even the deadliest weapons are built for defense. The rattlesnake teaches us this: real power isn't about striking first, it's about knowing when not to. Number 6. Beautiful, glowing, still. Its shell looks like art, colors that could hang in a museum. But this beauty, it's a trap. The cone snail doesn't hunt, it waits, buried under sand, perfectly motionless, pretending to be coral. Then, when an unsuspecting fish swims too close, a hollow tooth shoots out like a venomous harpoon. Less than a second later, paralysis. No pain, no struggle, just silence. Its venom contains hundreds of toxins called conotoxins, each one designed to shut down nerves from the inside out. The mind stays awake, but the body stops responding. Even humans stand no chance. Divers call it the assassin with infinite patience. Today, scientists study its venom to make painkillers, a strange reminder that death and healing are just two sides of the same coin. If you've survived this far, hit that subscribe button, because from here on, nature doesn't just get deadlier, it gets smarter. Number 5. The water looks calm, but below the surface waits a creature wired by nature itself, the electric eel, a living battery. Its body is packed with special cells called electrocytes, tiny biological batteries that together can unleash over 600 volts of pure electricity, enough to knock down a horse, enough to stop a human heart. When it senses danger, the eel releases a pulse, a surge of electricity so fast it lights up the river for a split second. It hunts with it, navigates with it, and even talks to other eels through it. In the darkness of the Amazon, its spark is the only light that burns. A careless predator drifts too close. A spark flashes. The water turns to boiling energy. The eel doesn't chase. It doesn't fight. It just lights up. In nature, no weapon is cleaner than electricity. Silent, instant, and precise. And if this kind of power shocks you, check out our previous video. The ocean creature that punches faster than a bullet, Sniper of the Deep. There, you'll see nature striking even faster than a gunshot. Number 4. In the shallow waters off Australia lives a creature no bigger than a golf ball. Yet inside its tiny body hides a weapon strong enough to drop 10 grown men. The blue-ringed octopus, nature's most beautiful warning sign. When threatened, its skin lights up. Rings of glowing blue shimmer across its body like underwater police lights. That's not decoration. That's a warning. Don't touch me. But if you ignore it, one quick bite from its hidden beak is all it takes. Within seconds, tetrodotoxin floods the blood. The nerves shut down. The body freezes. The mind stays awake. You can see, you can hear. You just can't move or breathe. No cure, no antidote. Just patience until your body clears the poison or doesn't. At first glance, it looks like a living jewel. But this time, nature decided to make death beautiful. And nothing is scarier than beautiful death. Number 3. Crystal clear water. Sunlight dances through the waves. Everything feels peaceful until something moves below. Something almost invisible. Its body is transparent. No color, no face, but filled with thousands of venom cells, each waiting to fire in a fraction of a second. The box jellyfish, a creature so beautiful, its elegance is just the disguise for devastation. When its tentacles touch skin, millions of microscopic harpoons fire instantly. The venom races through the blood, targets the heart, and the pain is beyond human comprehension. Those who survive describe it the same way. It feels like your entire body is burning while you're still underwater. It has no natural predators, no enemies, just a kingdom of light and death. The box jellyfish reminds us, sometimes death doesn't come from darkness, but from the brightest light. If you've made it this far, just know you've only seen the surface of nature. Hit that like button, subscribe, because from here on out, we're diving into the realm even nature fears. Number 2. In the black depths of the ocean, where no light has ever touched, lives a creature with no fangs, no claws, no poison, yet nothing dares to attack it. Its long, slimy body glides through the mud, quiet, cold, like a breathing rope. But when danger strikes, it unleashes a defense that defies biology itself. In less than a second, the hagfish releases a gelatinous slime from its skin, a goo that expands 1,000 times in seawater. In moments, the surrounding water turns into a suffocating trap. The slime clogs the predator's gills, choking it before it even knows what happened. The enemy dies drowning in its own attack. The hagfish ties itself in a knot, slips free, and glides away, clean. Victorious, untouchable. In a world obsessed with being sharper, faster, stronger, the hagfish chose to be slipperier. And somehow, that was enough. Number 1. Down in the pitch-black abyss, where even sunlight gives up, exists a creature that seems born from another world. No human eye has ever truly captured it, and those who have never forgot what they saw. The vampire squid, a being that breathes in the space between light and shadow. Its body glows with ghostly red and blue tones, and when it feels threatened, it spreads its fins wide, wrapping itself in a cloak made of darkness, like a phantom rising from the deep. And then, light. Tiny blue sparks flicker from the tips of its arms, a bioluminescent storm that paints the ocean around it. For one heartbeat, the water glows like a galaxy. Then, nothing. Silence. The predator looks around, and it's gone. The squid has vanished, inside its own light. No venom, no armor, no teeth. Just genius. In a world ruled by violence, the vampire squid survives through illusion. It's the perfect symbol of evolution's artistry, where beauty, intelligence, and survival become one. At this point, it's as if nature looked at itself and whispered, "I can't make anything more perfect than this." 10 creatures, 10 ways to survive, 10 reminders of a single truth. In nature, nothing is ever truly safe, not even beauty. From the spines of a hedgehog to the glowing light of the vampire squid, each of them tells a story. A story of war without hate, survival without cruelty, and existence without guarantee. Nature teaches us that survival isn't always about strength. Sometimes it's about patience, deception, or pure silence. Every sting, every spark, every drop of venom, a reminder of how terrifyingly creative life can be. So now that you've reached the end of this journey, I've got one question for you. Which creature shook you the most? Which one made you look at your own body and think, how are we even still alive? But remember, this is only the beginning, because in the next video, we're entering the realm where even these creatures become prey, predators that shouldn't exist. If you loved this wild ride, smash that like button, drop a comment, and hit subscribe. Join the tribe of Oddly Wild, because here, evolution isn't the end of the story. It's where the story begins. Dive with us into the deep, where evolution gets creative and nature turns mythical. Stay curious, stay wild. This is Oddly Wild.